set up the pivot tiny bit later. If nothing happens, then we'll set up the pivot.
What do you guys reckon about an Estes method?
Have you guys
I've seen
done?
it, but I've
Never done one before. Okay. So it's up to you guys if either of you wanted to give it a go.
I don't want it.
What's that? What we're doing? People tipping?
People tipping. He's like, people tipping. Estes method.
What?
Estes method.
London, right, we are...
Hey, North London! These life crises, mate.
We are in the Red Line in Colchester, and we're in room 10, which is reported to be the most haunted room in the hotel.
Apparently earlier in here they had this light, just to let you guys know, they had this light moving. They were asking questions and that light was actually moving. 3 people said that they saw it.
I'll tell you what.
They said that they heard knocking and also tapping coming from within the bathroom as well.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Just to start off, before we get the plasma box out and do an Estes method and get the torches and the note going, something very, very simple. I'm going to hold the camera perfectly still. I'm just going to ask. Any spirits here in this room with us? We come in peace. Isn't how I usually present that, but
It's happened now.
we come here with the greatest of respect, but we just want to know that you're here, and we want to communicate with you. Could you possibly move the light that's dangling from the ceiling? Just rock it back and forth if you can. Feel free to use my energy. We will keep on looking at the light, but
Yeah, if it does start to do anything, then we'll...
oh, Katie, what happened when you stayed here? We're very interested to know.
Yeah.
Whilst Katie's typing that, what should we set up? What should we use? Sam, go set up the phasma box.
Yeah.
Go, do it now.
If I'm doing it, I'm going to have to set this up somewhere.
Yeah, you do that. I'm holding it live so I can take precedence over you.
Stop it. Stop being annoying. God damn it. Okay. I'll set that up there because then I can see some of you guys. Okay, I need a little bit more. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it just me? Is it quite warm in here?
It's freaking hot in here, isn't it? It is freaking warm in here. I'm not gonna lie.
it's on, but
Not gonna lie. I don't know actually whether I should. Sorry guys. Gonna be very annoying.
Had someone pacing down the pool? Oh!
Oh, we had that.
Yeah, we
Do
did
you
have that
remember when
last
I
time we
woke-
stayed, yeah.
Yeah, I woke up halfway through the night. and was like,
Is this that effing thing you're doing? What you're doing, that effing thing?
Estes thing.
Yeah, let's go check out the bathroom.
Yeah, Estes method I'm doing at the moment.
So I suppose
What was that doing then? What does it involve?
Spirit was small.
And I can turn on just the light that's on here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What was it that you don't like about the bathroom?
This is where the problem is.
Yeah, sorry guys. Tell you what I am today. I am in Red Lion. So in the Red Lion, Colchester, one of the most haunted inns. It's a hotel now, but place from the 12th century. So I'm doing a paranormal investigation. We're in room 10. Room 10 is notorious for being the most infamous in ghost sightings in this room. White lady, previous team, just a few minutes ago, had the light up here, this light, they said was actually swinging.
No, you stop that.
And also, I was talking to someone earlier, and they said that there was ghost children here as well. So, yeah, looking forward to with a small group of people, and we're kind of like going to do some experiments, have a little look, see if we can't capture something. You are really important, because if you're watching this and you do see anything, then let me know in the comments, okay? And that'll be absolutely super duper, because I'm just itching to actually get the chance of actually capturing something tangible for the afterlife, you know. Be amazing, because I'd love to know, you know. And also, I wondered if these ghosts believe that we look like ghosts to them. Do you know what I mean? I wonder. Could be. You never know. But anyway, we shall see.
We can do it after.
Yeah. So.
Now, but we'll do it afterwards. Do some of that.
Obi-Wan, hello mate. Paranormal War. Hey Steve. Panther. Hello mate. Yeah, I know these ghosts. Panther saying these ghosts look super alive. Yeah, they are really alive.
Scared.
Yeah, they are really alive. Must admit. Yeah.
So I'll give you guys this. So this is just a temperature gun. So while I'm doing the Estes method, if you see like a massive temperature drop or a massive temperature rise even, or you see anything sort of come near me, then yeah, you can let Mark know.
That was me.
Just
Sorry, guys.
Look at that fine figure of a man.
Right, how was it out here?
Not there. Right.
What you doing?
well, at the moment, I'm trying to get my freaking laptop to turn on, and it's seeming to take freaking forever.
Whee, there we go.
Is it going to do what it did last time? Do you remember when it just was like, I'm not...
Weird.
Yeah, it just went odd, didn't it? And it wouldn't play through here. Hang
Well,
on.
let's find out.
See, I already can't hear anything.
What? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, I literally, like, you're standing there, I saw your mouth moving, couldn't hear a damn thing. What you were saying,
Yeah.
nothing at all.
Yeah. I'm hot, and I.
Yeah.
I've been told this before. I have been told this before. I am hot stuff. I know. Yeah, not the first time.
Right, I'm going to have to use...
There's a good 2 degrees difference between the two of you.
Huh?
There's a good 2 degrees difference between the two.
2 degrees. I'm hotter.
This.
I've got to be. Am I hotter?
Yeah.
Am I? Yeah. So look, I'm officially hotter than you.
Well, damn. Well,
You know.
it's not hard,
Oh.
to be fair. It's not hard at all.
Off the scale.
Off the scale.
Yeah.
29.3.
Damn.
Although you are usually quite, yeah.
I feel like getting a pound notes out to start.
Okay. Did you want to do this in complete darkness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you just turn that light on for me?
Well, that's not complete darkness then.
No, can't have the light on. Why?
Because otherwise, my camera will not be able to see anything at all.
I'll put some. Oh look, how about this? Hold on, wait. How about that? How about that? Can you see?
Can you see it on the back of the camera?
If I turn around this way, if I go around this way, alright, the camera should then pick up. Could it pick them up?
Yeah? Okay.
Okay, how about that? See? What a team.
Okay, that's on now.
Hmm.
Oh, you're doing the Estes method then, right? She can't hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, just me.
And that answers the first question.
There's a weapon.
Where's the weapon?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I will tell them.
Can you tell us your name?
Is that Wayne?
I think there's wine downstairs, yeah. Can you hear the people, how happy they are? Does it make you feel sad? Do you want to join them?
It's almost as if like they're doing other things. I don't feel safe. That was what just come out then, but it's almost like they're doing other things in the background, like they're doing other activities.
Why don't you feel safe, Eve?
I heard like there was 2 conversations just happening then. And there was one that was just repeating the word sorry. Aggressive.
I'm getting some really strange on the camera here. It keeps going in and out focus wise, just on your missus. Going in and out, it can't quite focus on her. And then on the
Oh, it's just
over there in the
it
mirror.
said hello Phil, and then it said my name.
Okay, that's cool.
That was really loud as well. It was so loud. It just went hi Phil, and then it said Sam as well.
Was it a woman's voice or a man's voice that said hello, Phil? Can you tell me who said my name?
It sounded like somebody just fell over.
Eve, asking for a friend if you're still here. Did you have a baby or did you have a child?
Oh, that was so deep. It just said I searched the light. Freaking hell! Hello. That was loud. I didn't hear any of it, but. Remain calm. Sam again.
Why do you keep saying Sam's name?
Turn it down.
About 35 degrees.
What do you want turned down?
I know you.
Which one of us are you talking to? Can you say our name? No, Eric, it's not. It's Eve.
The wind.
Keep saying something moving that bloody mirror, man. Keep saying
It's
something
in this
move.
room.
The mirror.
Well, no, from the doorway. It's beyond where your missus is. It keeps your missus keeps focusing in and out. I can't quite get her clearly. Every now and then she'll keep focusing in and out. But then the mirror, there's something which kind of just it's dark, comes in and goes back out again. It's like imagine that mirror's being through into like another hallway or through into a
Child
hallway. It's like
laughter
someone's
again.
looking through and then going out again.
Matthew, what growling? Do you hear growling?
Some of this is really difficult to hear.
How many
I
voices
didn't
are
hear
you
growling. Apparently the girl's watching. I like her growling. I didn't hear anything.
No.
There's that really, really.
But then sometimes this picks up more than, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, so sometimes like kind of I've had it where I've been out in the woods or forest at night and it's picked up growling on this, but I've never heard it.
Okay,
But
hello.
it's picked up on it.
I thought I heard "see you again."
Steel.
See you again. Can you say the name of the person that you said you knew?
I just heard always. So she's just said always help, but before that she said he's good looking for his age, and then after that she said you always help.
Do you know who you're talking about? Do you know who you're talking
Did something happen?
If I am on
Obama.
Obama,
That's a funny one.
if I am on the left of the room and Phil is on the right of the room, could you say who you were talking about, left or right? Eric, did you hear it again?
No, no.
I've got 2 Phils in here. Who's Phil as well?
That's going to be.
Okay.
So who are you talking about, Phil or Mark? My middle name is Philip.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Closet. I was in there,
In the closet.
and then yes.
Well, you kept
So I
it.
heard a woman's voice say yes, and then I heard closet,
Not really moving.
and
Was
then
it,
I was in there.
was it in this room, the closet? Was it in this room?
No one's moving.
Within. Wait.
Sam's there. He's
I
going.
can't see her eyes.
Can I ask whose eyes? Who is she?
You guys are hearing a lot of stuff that we're not hearing, because I'm literally sitting. Sorry, you can't see my feet.
No, it's not. This is
You're
not.
not in old clothing.
This is not a dark web red room, although it does seem like it.
Standing.
This is a very haunted in Colchester, the Red Lion Hotel. One of the most
Actress
haunted
just came through, so
the
actress
most
just came
haunted.
through as well.
Inns in the UK, and we're in that room,
Just tracking all this.
room 10,
Where are you
which
guys
is the
from?
most haunted room.
We're from all over the place. I'm from Buckinghamshire.
Because you are regulars here.
So at the moment,
How would you know that? Did you
Temperature
used to
things
work
have
here?
gone off.
we've got sensory deprivation going on, so she's got earphones. Her eyes are covered. She can't hear us.
Hello, Mark.
Whatever comes into her head, whatever she hears, she says.
They can try.
She's listening to white noise at the moment. She can't hear us.
Terry, we're
Okay,
Just
then.
we're asking her questions, and then whatever answers she gives, see if they tally up to our questions. That's what we're doing. Are you still here as an entity? Do you consider yourself an entity? Do you consider yourself a ghost? Do you know that you're dead?
The spirits, there are lots here.
you still getting people? Are you still getting people tell you that they hear stuff?
Yeah, they keep. So
Yeah.
apparently they keep hearing the growling and the floorboards creaking.
Floorboards might have been me earlier here,
No,
but
they keep hearing it.
oh, do they?
Well, I was just videoing everyone
Just feeding.
and they were hearing it when
Yeah,
no one was moving.
yeah.
It's too loud.
I'll agree with that.
It is too loud. Yeah. Do you? Can I
It's
ask-
like a prison.
I was going to ask, is this room somewhere where you reside? You like being in this room, or do you travel around the whole of this area, this pub, this inn, this hotel, or do you just stay in this room?
I think they're all trying to talk at once now.
Okay, just
I'm
listen
in the
to-
background,
I get it. Okay,
but I'm dead.
okay. Okay, so
Were you locked in this room?
Just answering.
I think there's a lot of jokes I can make out of that. But I won't.
Help him.
Help her. So you're hearing the floorboards, that is. That's all.
yeah. Try and move it back a bit. Hold on.
So there's a hell of a lot of like an American voice coming in at the moment.
American.
He doesn't need help. So I hear what you're saying. Okay.
Eve, were you-
That deep American. Oh, they're out there freaking. Guys, can you shut up, man? Like,
Eve,
just for a minute.
Eve, were
That's
you-
all I'm asking. They're all arguing with one another at the moment.
What are they arguing about?
Eve, were you trapped here with someone?
What else? Downstairs. There's people downstairs.
Yeah, there is. There is people downstairs. Are all these people in your head that you're listening to, are all these people trying to get through? Are all these people trying to get through?
English.
Spirits, can you please select one person to come forward to speak to us? And when you've selected that person, can you have them clearly state their name?
That we are all watching.
Eve, if you're able to talk to us, did you work here?
Oh yes. That was loud. Damn.
Did you work here or were you a servant?
Where are you going, Mark?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm sat very comfortably.
That's you.
Yep. I'll wave to you. Hello, Joanne. This is me. Can you see me?
Should I drive?
Not
No.
Not my car.
What? That was weird. I thought I heard a gunshot. I could hear, like, you know when somebody does I can't even remember what they're called. But when you like are getting ready to fire a gun.
Yeah, bolt action.
Yeah, I heard that, and then I heard like a gunshot. Enid,
So it was bolt action. I bring it into the early 19th century, innit?
I'm wondering if this is a name that came through then, but I heard Enid and then Llewellyn. And then I heard Harrow.
Enid, Llewellyn, and Harrow. If you try and remember that, because I'll be looking up.
We are quite quiet,
Is it Enid?
so you can hear nothing.
Harrow's about an hour and a half.
Oh,
2 hours maybe.
I want to see them.
Yeah, they've got a little down there. Enid, are you here with us?
So it just
Sounds like it just came out with post nose. I don't think it. Really great. Yeah, that literally that sounded like they were mocking me just then. Yeah, that was really great. Well done.
do you know, it's the oddest thing. Like,
My name's Llewellyn. That's come up again. Yep.
Is your given name Enid?
Yes, sir.
Did you work here with Enid?
Oh, just heard someone singing. Then nothing. Question.
Yeah.
That was loud. Damn.
My question was, did you work here, Enid?
I'm out. Straight away.
Don't blame me, that's
I
why.
lived here.
You lived here? But I thought this was...
Just down the road.
ask her where down the road.
Where down the road did you live, Enid?
So it said in, and then I didn't get the rest of it because it went really quiet.
Are you related to Eve?
I think that's what I was trying to say earlier. I just heard near the post office.
Okay. Enid, are you at all related to Eve, who we were talking to earlier?
Yellow. There was 7.
7 who? 7 what?
I didn't ask for it. Jesus Christ, that was loud. I didn't ask for it. That's what just came through just then.
Okay. Was that the gunshot?
Tell them that I didn't deserve it.
Was that the gunshot?
Did you get shot?
I didn't do it. Then who did it? See, there's two people. There's two people arguing. So there's like a really... Ooh.
Try and separate. Try and...
Yeah. There's a man here that's like, she doesn't need help. He was the one that was driving. That's what she just said. Ugh. There's a lot coming out now.
Try and separate the names, you know. Try and, like, kind of, as you hear them, or as you hear the voices, try and keep them separate. I know it's a bit of a mess, and they all talk one above the other and argue. But try and focus just on one. Just on one. We'll just deal with that one.
We always do.
Okay.
I just had just a random
Would you say that they're all kind of from this room? Why is it this room so kind of active with all of them. Was it something else years ago, this room? It wasn't a bedroom, it was part of the inn, which was the barn, the, where the horses were. Was it?
It's not the room, it's something. So it's not the room, it's something, but I didn't hear the second part.
Okay. Do you think it was, do you reckon? Do you think it is something?
Yes, we agree.
Okay then, that's cool. So, is there something here that's keeping them here? Is there something in the walls? Is there something that was hidden here in this room?
How do you know?
They very often, years ago in houses, they very often...
And it's hard to count.
Well, witchcraft as well. There's a lot of witchcraft around
Put that up a
Colchester.
bit so I can breathe.
A lot of witchcraft around this area back in the day. There would have been sigils, many sigils left
Why
here.
have you come here? That's that man's voice again.
We've come to speak with you. So tell us what is keeping you here?
I think there's something in this room, you know. I think there's something actually in
Like an
walls. Yeah, maybe under the floor there's something to keep it so active. I mean, you know, years ago they used to put like cats in the walls. There could be like witchcraft is very, very prevalent around here back in the day. There could have been sigils or hex put in this room. It's buried somewhere.
I thought I heard terrible things and then cursed on this room.
It's funny that she said curse. You know what we would say downstairs about they answer things
Yeah,
before you ask it.
Yeah.
I was just preempting to
It's
ask.
Llewellyn.
I was just preempting to ask Sam.
I'm not silent.
Have you been cursed or hexed?
Yeah.
That was me.
What?
That was me making that noise.
Yeah.
Is one of the voices you're hearing, is one of the voices a witch? Is it or a warlock?
Arrow.
What's the arrow pointing to?
I think I just heard like a war siren.
God, we're going everywhere from like 14th century to last year.
How's Paul? Frickin' hell. Ow. Yeah, that was definitely a war siren that I heard before. It just went off again. It was really freaking loud that time.
We're not far though, are we? We're not far from the fort, Harwich.
Oh, that's true.
Not far at all. How long have you been here? Could you ask them how long they've been here? But they're telling you. How long are we talking about? 100 years, 200 years? Just don't try and ask them. You need to nail down what is here, who put it here, what's keeping you here, what's keeping them here.
In the walls?
In the walls, that's great.
So, there's something in the walls. What is in the walls that anchors you here?
It's funny we were talking
That's
about
just me now. It's like I'm looking.
Okay.
What does it look like?
Were you buried in the wall?
You.
I'm not buried in the wall.
No, it could be you. Because one of the sigils for if they-
Drugstore. Okay.
So if they wanted to keep someone, if they wanted to trap someone, witchcraft, one of them would be a shape of a U, but it would have an X running through like a cross. But the cross would be, the two sides would touch at the top of the U, and that's a sigil for keeping somebody trapped in. So a U would make sense. Yeah. A U.
Life's changed.
It has indeed. What year were you alive?
For them.
Are you hearing that any of them? Do you think any of them are witches?
I just had the name Damien come through.
Okay.
Did we have to go back down at midnight?
Chocolate. So I had chocolate and then the walls again. And then Christmas is coming.
Yeah, it is.
Ow.
It is midnight.
Okay.
Brilliant. You've done really well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Done really well. Yeah.
Oh.
Let there be light.
It'd be like.
That died halfway
Is
through.
that I go?
Oh, did it?
15 minutes ago.
That's it, this shot.
Good
Oh, you done really well.
Your
That was good.
recording has
That was a
stopped
really good session.
automatically.
Oh, marvellous.
Yeah.
Might as well leave that here.
What? What?
Because it might come back.
I don't think so.
No?
Does this go off on its own recording?
I don't know. Sam usually.
I could get it turned back on, but it's just turned back
How
on.
long was that going?
That's very strange.
This literally was only running for 17 minutes before it just shut off.
Usually you've got to press the
17
button to turn it
minutes?
off.
17
Right.
minutes and then it shuts
No,
itself
definitely
off.
not doing that.
No, very weird.
Yeah. How strange.
Hmm.
There you-
So I haven't had any issues with batteries.
26 degrees,
Um,
about 34 at one point.
Jesus.
Yeah, only the phone battery. I've had issues with the phone battery. This one's been okay, but the phone one's, I mean, it's on charge now.
Did you get that when you turned on? No, I was going to say.
Yeah, just say it.
A camera taking a picture of a camera taking a picture of the other camera.
That's utter madness.
Yeah, so I was just saying to Mark that
Camception.
the camera has only recorded 17 minutes worth of footage before switching itself off. We've also had the battery life on that completely drained and just switched itself off. I don't know if it's still got battery or not, but if it does, I mean, did you just say it turned back on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can turn it back on.
Yeah, so it turns back on, so that means it hasn't completely run out of battery. So yeah, bit weird. And yeah, it has also drained Phil's battery life on his phone quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
It's got a full battery on it.
It's got full battery, guys. So there you go, it's got full battery, you can see that, not that you can really on here. But it does have full battery. I'll come back over
That's
here.
weird then.
There you go, so yeah, you can see it's got full battery there. And yeah, so that shouldn't have turned itself off like that. Basically guys, if there was battery life draining, you'd see that there was a little black bit on the battery. So you show indicators going down, but you can see that that's completely white there. Means that there isn't battery going down or anything like that. So yeah. How weird. So it's done it again, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, come on, let's go back down before one
Yep.
shouts at us.
Let's go back down again now.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, I'll put those back in. Actually, I'll have one on me just so then I can record as we're going down. Because you never know what you may get when you're just walking around as well.
Yeah.
Keep this all.
Yeah, just keep it going now while we're still out
Is
and
that
about.
the key?
Oh yeah, we'll need that.
Got it.
Okay. So yeah, this is the infamous room 10. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
No.
You were brilliant. Both of you,
Thank
really
you.
good. Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you as well for the
enjoyed it.
yeah temperature as well. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
Okay.
good. Yeah, that's excellent.
So,
Yeah.
Bubba,
And,
did you need
I
this
shall thank me as well.
to
But
plug into that?
I will. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's fine. It's gonna show you the rest of the inn. Remember, haunted inn, Red Lion. It's actually the Red Lion Hotel. But yeah, haunted like hell. You know, this place. Well known. Obligatory white lady. But if you do say anything, let us know in the comments. You know. Evidently, the other guy, Mark, that you saw sat down and was asking questions. He said that the people on his feed could hear growling on the feed. So that's a bit odd. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, where's the lip and stick? The lip and stick must have left my stick. Did you? Right. Okay.
You want to go through there, get back to the milk.
No, Jarvie, it's not a red room, okay? It just looked like a red room. It's not some dark red room. Oh my god!
Did I make you jump?
You did. You gave me no notice. You gave me no notice like that, coming up, scaring me like that, coming sneaking round the corner. Oh my word, I've had such a jump in my life. Honestly.
That was crazy going there.
Was it good? What went on?
I'll let Katie explain it to you.
Yeah, I don't. You're too creepy, man. Honestly, you scared me. No.
I had a really good conversation with a 5-year-old boy.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, you got answers? What, how?
Spirit board.
Spirit board?
Yeah.
Ah.
No.
Well, we didn't ask names,
Right.
but we had one on the spirit board and one on the thousand ones. 2 spirits.
Oh, wow.
Vodka and whiskey. Yeah, it was interesting.
On the spirit board, eh? Brilliant.
Yeah.
For your investigation. Hello.
Ah.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
Hello,
Sorry.
hello. It's fine. No problem. Here we go, Chief. Lovely. Is that it? Isn't it? Oh, yeah. Easy, you're right. Damn, man. Honestly. Yeah. Mm.
Well, we got down into the cellar and the camera switched on and went, goodbye,
Oh.
straight away. He just went, oh, I'm not doing this.
Oh.
What temperature thing turned
But we've had some,
Yeah, temperature gun turned itself off on him and it's got full battery. So it just drained
Yeah.
it completely and
we ended up just
switched
doing,
off.
we ended up just
That one
doing a
as well.
Ouija board. And we got the little lad that came through in room 10, came through down in the cellar, told us exactly what happened to him and his brothers and sisters,
Oh,
and who it was.
and who it was as well.
And in a way how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
Wow.
That was really quite bizarre, but he has said he'll come and communicate with us again before the
He
night's
actually,
out.
when we said that
Oh,
to
that's
him,
so that was really specific. Really specific.
Yeah.
Well, we ended the Ouija board session by saying that we were going to carry on upstairs,
Yeah.
and would he come and join us and talk to us again?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. Well, it actually
We
spelled
out
okay, didn't
yeah.
Really?
it? It went okay.
And he was specific about what happened with the.
Mhm.
He actually spelt it out.
Did,
Yeah.
did he
And
say?
we asked him if what happened to him happened to his siblings as well, because there was 4 of them,
4?
Yeah.
and he agreed. He said yes.
Right.
But this specific thing happened to all 4 of the kids,
And where
and
it
they
happened.
found out who it was. They came here to find out that his dad was having it off with the teacher at the school.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get names of?
No, we just
He
got
didn't
his
know her
name.
name.
He didn't know her. He didn't know who she was.
Oh.
She knew she was a teacher from the school, but that was it.
Because
Did any of them get shot?
What? He was hit round the head by her when she
Well,
was
that was
running.
the cause of death.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a lot more that happened to him.
I got from the woman that works here, I said to her when I was outside having a vape, and I said, look, is there anything that's actually been gone on here? Is there anything like, that you know of? Because you work here. And she said, yeah. She said, lots. She said she's seen children here.
Yeah.
And very specific about it.
Mhm.
Specific about the rooms as well. She said in the restaurant, always children are seen in the restaurant area. She said, I'm sorry you can't go to that at the moment, but she said restaurant area, that's where you see the children. Also, weirdly enough, dogs, black dogs, 2 of them being seen here, in and around the restaurant area as well. And this mysterious lady in white as well. That's been seen quite
Yeah.
often. A lot.
That was actually
like you
weirdly,
said.
that was actually something that was coming out on the Estes, I think, but I couldn't 100% make out what all I was getting was the end part, just white,
Yeah.
and it was happening
Was
like
it?
over and over again. Yeah. But I didn't want to say anything because I thought, what's white? I don't know what
Yeah.
white means.
Yeah,
You know, I was
yeah,
like, I don't know
yeah.
if I should say it or not.
It's best just it's always best just to say whatever comes
Just
in.
whatever.
Say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
say. Don't even try and.
As
Don't
soon
even
as,
try
soon as
and.
the word comes in, you say it straight away. You don't
Yeah.
phone the whole way.
Don't compute it. If
No.
you start computing it, then it's basically kind of like corrupted.
Yeah.
Just whatever comes in.
Because then it's down to the people that you say that word to decipher what's coming
Yeah.
through, and in
Yeah.
comparison to the area or the postcode you're looking at.
Yeah. What names did we get? Come through. Wayne. Where? Upstairs.
Up in the bedroom, she
Up in
gave.
the bedroom.
Yeah.
What names did we get?
Wayne, Mark, Sam, Phil,
Yeah.
Eve.
Enid.
Yeah.
Enid Llewellyn.
Enid Llewellyn. That's exactly right.
Yeah. so-
Very specific she was as well. That came through. Enid. Yeah.
But you were all about
Enid Llewellyn. So Enid Llewellyn.
What?
11.
Edith was the
No,
first
it
one.
wasn't.
No, Eve.
But it also said your names as well.
Yes, you,
Yeah.
Phil.
Me. Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Didn't you?
I didn't even notice that I'd said your names at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you said our names quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit weird. Okay, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, um,
He
Phil asked
he
a
did
question,
respond,
and at
so
one
he was a bit
point they
like,
said,
and I think that's because she was one next to
answering
her,
your
was
question,
being
and
It was a
then
bit
a few
like-
seconds later you
Yeah.
said Phil. You asked me where I was
That
going.
last session
Where are
with
you
me and the
going?
children, no
Where are
problem.
you going?
And you're like, nowhere. Like, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. I know.
That
Yeah.
was very weird. Okay. But I definitely, at one point, I definitely heard, like,
Yeah, but the problem was.
That's
the
what I was
problem
trying
was
to
you were
remember the
getting-
name for
you
it,
were getting
cocking of a
her
gun.
through on the
and then I heard a
dowsing
gunshot.
and him
That's
through
why I was
on the
trying-
wall.
Definitely
Yeah.
heard the
She
cocking
would
of a
have
gun
started
and a
getting nasty
gunshot.
because he was giving the answers that he
And
couldn't
then
give
I
while she
was
was still on
hearing,
the dowsing
like,
rod.
a really,
hadn't
really
stopped.
deep man's voice.
He wouldn't
but
have
it was
said
so
anything.
deep I could barely even hear what he was saying. It was
That's
that
what I
deep.
just said to him as well. Whenever I
It was
could feel
really
that kind of thing, he
stupidly
said
low.
that's when he could
But it was
feel
American.
hurt more on the
I
side
could
of
tell
him.
it was American.
Do you remember the siren? Do you remember the siren?
There
Yeah.
was a really,
Big
really
smoke.
loud siren-y sort of
And
sound
we'll see what
twice.
happens.
Right.
The boss,
Um,
if that's it. They're not too busy cleaning it up.
But yeah, twice it was like this really, really loud siren.
Get locked in.
Yeah.
Oh, what, they were leaving?
No, they're just going.
Oh, yeah,
Have
yeah.
smoke and then come back again.
Okay, yeah. Listen, that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
Estes is definitely one of my favourite types of methods. To
Oh
use.
yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely, really, really good because it's but you can't hear anything, right?
33 seconds. Okay. 13 minutes, 5 minutes, 13 minutes, 2 minutes, 12 minutes, and then 17 minutes.
When you got those earphones on, you can't hear a thing.
Okay, guys, I'm back again. Because Mark is like, take over, please. The
Okay.
answers were very red.
Ugh. Let's put that down for a minute.
Is that Denver or something?
Hang on a minute. Oh.
We're going to.
Huh? Yeah.
One's on the table.
Yeah, I'm sure that was.
Yeah, we're going to shoot off.
Oh yeah.
I class up along the way down.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the empty management light come on. It's good.
Oh, no.
We've got two
Where
and
did
a
you
half
guys
hours
hear
drive,
that?
so
Or when did you guys hear that? You guys.
and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you anyway.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well,
Are you,
sir.
is that,
Nice to meet you.
are you on YouTube then?
Yeah, on YouTube, yeah,
Okay.
Dogman Teepee Hunting, and Facebook. But on that
Yeah.
card they gave you,
Yeah.
when you use the
Scan
QR,
it.
it takes
Yeah.
you to my Facebook.
Right.
And the Facebook, Phil Cottrell, bit of a tongue twister, but that will then got all the links on there for
Okay.
Dogman Teepee Hunting and all TikTok, YouTube, yeah, all of it. So that's fine. Lovely meeting you, babe.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Lovely people.
You guys leaving us?
Yes, we've got a long drive.
No.
What did you? Can I ask you, like your opinion? What did you think of tonight and of what we've actually witnessed so far? What
It's
did
been
you
very good,
think?
isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Downstairs, the cellar
Yeah,
was
downstairs was
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah, downstairs was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
wasn't
more's
Yeah.
happened tonight than we've been
Yeah.
on quite a
Oh
few.
God,
of
yeah,
them.
definitely.
Really?
There's more happened
Yeah.
tonight than any of the others, I think.
Yeah.
Is there? Can I another question? Have you yourself had, experiences? Is that what got you on this road?
Like when I was 9, like, with the dog, when the dog died,
Yeah.
a couple of days later I saw him running up the stairs like, for a couple of days afterwards. You can still see him. But that's the only thing I've experienced.
Okay, so it is just basically
Yeah.
like kind of like real interest
Yeah,
in
yeah,
what
just
is.
interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's good,
Yeah.
isn't it? Why not?
Thank you guys for coming on in.
No problem, it's good.
And hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you next year. Because we're doing a couple more next year. I think
Would
we've
you
got-
do the same, just this area, or would you do
I think that we probably will be looking to do some sort of over Kent Way, possibly. Maybe a couple down near me if I can get any for him, which would be sort of more down near sort of Milton Keynes area and all that sort of style, all that area.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do a lot around here because of course this is where Wayne lives,
Yeah.
so it makes it easier. So he can organise it and set up earlier and stuff like that. But yeah, I think the next one that we're doing here is in May, I think it is, and that's Kelvedon, the nuclear one.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That one is
Yeah, that'd be
stupidly active. We've heard crying children there. Can't remember some of the other stuff we got now. That was helpful. Dowsing rods, got a lot from that. When we did dowsing rods there, I think we did a board there as well. Yeah, we did a very active board there. We had a lot of our devices and stuff going off as well. We actually found, we heard, so we were up there split into two teams, and we heard what sounded like metal being dropped on the floor. We were like, what the hell was that? Like really light, but metal. And then one of the boys found like this really old bent up coin. But it was actually fully bent, like the metal was bent in half. And we were like, well that's not possible to happen. And we also smelled TCP really, really badly as well. But the whole place like hasn't had any TCP in it since it was up and running during the war. But we heard that, we smelled that quite a lot throughout the night in all different places. So yeah, it's quite active there. So yeah, that would be a good one for you guys to do. Yeah, that one, I don't think we've got any others that are kind of like lined up yet. But I'm going to be looking into a couple of other locations for it as well. The street Nori. So yeah. Yeah. Well, we will see you soon.
We're going to show
See you
off
soon.
the car travel and all that.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. Travel safe.
So guys, just to let you know, Wayne and the others are just currently outside, taking a little break again. And then we will be probably going somewhere together as a whole group, I would probably say. That's probably what we're going to be doing next, just to let you guys know.
You're knackered, aren't you?
That'll be interesting.
Something a lot of pain.
Oh yeah?
I've got back problems usually, but
So while we're waiting,
from
do any
like
of you
last
have
few
any
weeks.
Do you want some painkillers?
Oh,
It's like they're all legit. But
I know
I've got
they're
acute.
legit.
I've got acute pain because I've got hip plates. We're waiting for that. They're co-drydables, 10 milligrams.
I might appreciate it, but I literally just don't take painkillers. I just let my body ride it out.
Well, rather you than me, I tell you, the pain I've got, no way I can ride that out. No way, no. When my hip plays up, it's like murder. Absolute murder.
He is the individual that makes these up. These are
If you want to donate your hip, I'm more than willing to take one off you. You know,
these are REM pods.
you're waiting for the NHS.
Oh, it's such a shame.
Oh, it's broken, isn't it? It's broken.
If you want a REM pod, a good one, go with
Sam
Eric.
had me with
Cure it
stomach.
testosterone and energy level.
she's got something called slow transit. And every time we went to her doctor, we had to rush her to A&E a couple of times.
To be honest, so
All
what
they
room are
did
you
was they
doing
just
next?
kept eyeing
So
her with
next we're hopefully with
suppositories
somewhat.
and
We're going to be going on into
laxatives. They just
the
kept, every
bar
time they
room
just kept on
if
giving
they
her more and
will
more and more.
allow us
She
up to
finally went in to
up.
see a doctor that knew what
Either
he was
that or we'll
talking
probably
about.
be going back
And he said
upstairs or we may be
He
trying
literally told me she kept that up for another 2-3 weeks. She can
we did get some really good
Sure.
stuff in here.
They don't, they don't know it all. They don't, and it's like kind of, in a way, they just want to get rid of you as quick as
Well,
possible.
that's the thing. It just, I know that every human body is different. I don't expect
so
them to
many
always
curtains with
get it right, but it just felt like it.
No, my mum's still in hospital. She's still in, she's on,
Yeah,
but still, doesn't matter. But so she's still in the, she's in the clinic at the moment, but she was in AAE. She's 91, you know. She was in A&E for like 2 days. We couldn't find space on the ward for her. And then she went into AAU, spent another day in there, and then from AAU got transferred onto a ward for a few days, 3 days. You know, on a trolley in the hallway. You know what I mean? 91, man. So it's broken, you know? I'm going to go for a fag, okay?
Unstable connection.
Well, not a fag, but a vape.
God love when there's an unstable connection.
God, the store's so stiff, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I know. It's like kind of thinking. I keep thinking it's my wrist,
Yeah.
but it's not. I'm weak-wristed, but
Yeah.
yeah. But that's what I was. I was like, what the hell?
Because you've been told to.
Sorry.
Right, I'm gonna go out for a quick vape myself. I'm going out for a quick vape.
I think you can come to the top of the stairs, but you can't go in the room yet.
You're playing up your leg, is it?
Yeah, it's been legging me hit. It's been playing up the last 4 or 5 days.
Do you want any painkillers? I've got some good ones. Do you want painkillers?
I'm all
They're
right.
codrodamols.
I've got-
Perfectly legal.
I have cocodamols.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cocodamol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you usually-
cocodamol. Yeah, that's it. I was on 30 milligram cocodamol, but I'm on codrodamal now.
Yeah.
Your body
Yeah.
gets used to
My
the
mum used to
painkillers.
get codidromol and
Yeah.
like if I used to get bad migraine, my mum would have a couple of these.
Yeah, yeah. So I've always got that if you want them.
But the last time I had what was it? Last time I had a migraine, you know, so I took us to the doctors. The doctor said, "We'll give you these, and they'll get rid of them. They'll get rid of the migraine, and then take these 2 tablets, and that will stop it from coming back." So you have to be careful; it'll cause drowsiness.
Yeah, those.
And then, so I took the one
So
to start off
opioids,
with, and it didn't
opioids.
do nothing.
Yeah.
So the second time round, I took 2, and I woke up 2 days later. I slept solid for 2 days,
Damn.
but when I woke up, I felt like $1 million.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But
Those are,
I'm-
they are opioids, aren't they?
what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay off of medication because I'm going to be taking tomorrow morning, or in the morning I should say, because it is tomorrow already. I'm starting on Shilajit, Lion's Mane, and
I've seen
Oxymos.
I've seen that. Yes, it's all combined, isn't it?
Yeah.
They got one combined.
They're in a capsule form.
You'll have
So
to let me
I'm
know.
going to take them now
Message
for the
me,
next
let me know
couple
how
of
you
months.
get on with that.
I thought I'd give it a go because I thought, you know,
Yeah.
do something like that. That'd be
Yeah.
quite good. So I'll give it a go and see what happens.
Let me know, would you?
Yeah.
See how it goes. Yeah. Well, good luck with it. You know, I've heard it. People on TikTok and that swear by it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you on live? Live video?
Yeah.
Yeah, on TikTok.
No.
What are we
It's
on?
different. Paranormal one, this one.
How many people watch it? Ghost Hunters.
39.
Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's haunted around here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, Jack. I'm leaving if it's haunted.
Yeah. Have you seen anything? Seen anything here?
No, I've heard stuff. There's a sighting up there, apparently.
It is. Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. So take care, guys.
Up and paranoid.
It's Colchester. Kicking out time, Colchester.
I gave him to her.
Yeah, pretty lights there. someone didn't want to be videoed with their girlfriend or someone else's girlfriend.
Is it you I'm looking for? Are you continuing for longer? Yes, yes, we're going to be doing something. We've got another hour left to go before we call it a night, I think.
Would you like a slice of birthday cake?
Oh, bless your heart. That'd be lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, thank you.
That's okay.
Mark will be.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, but you're not going to want to continue afterwards, are you?
After what?
After everyone else goes home.
I'm going home.
At least you won't be able to, you won't be tripping like that. Oh, when you come up with
With a
those.
broken toe like that. I still don't know how
Whose birthday is it?
Miles. It's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, mate.
Technically yesterday.
Happy birthday. How old are you? 37, 13, 37,
27.
27.
No, he's 38, he's lying.
I was gonna say, yeah, you know, honestly, mate, so tell the truth, you know.
It's because I've got to deal with him.
Well, we're coming up the stairs. You know when he came upstairs from the cellar? Honestly, it scared the bejesus out of me. I was like, what the hell is that coming up? Yeah?
You fight at the same time as Dave
For once.
You might be into yourself, Sam.
Oh, I'm just reading some of the comments.
Oh.
Tablet?
Ibuprofen.
You got MDMA?
Hey?
You got MDMA?
No.
Ivy and whatnot.
Or
Right?
You've got baby restriction again.
Baby.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could have herniated discs?
Oh, I don't, yeah.
Good.
used to work, used to work for this plumbing company.
You're not allowed to talk about headache.
I was there back of house
Not allowed on like
guy, but a lot of their practices were just dodgy as fuck. I was the only one back there. I was taking all the deliveries by myself. So steel baths, shower trays.
Let's get you on there, yeah.
Oh, were they? You know, tiles, salt pellets, all that stuff.
that's a bit.
And I used to go out on deliveries as well, because if the driver, if our delivery guy, because we used to operate through central London,
Maybe the
if he parks up and he got a ticket, it came out of his wages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so they used to send me so that he could stay in the van to avoid the ticket.
Oh, what?
I would take it all up. So the stuff that I unloaded, I then had to get out. We didn't even have warehouses. We had 5 garages.
I was like, wow, okay, that was quick.
It's a bit.
They, like I said, man, they were dodgy.
Because I mean, usually, like you get places like Plumbies and Plum Centre and places like that, which have got proper warehouses and you know.
No, nothing like that. We had 5 garages around the back of the
You've also got to remember that that word means
One
something.
day I was taking a delivery of salt pellets, and the guy was on the truck and he was throwing me the pellets. Took a bag down, turned around, and just stopped absolutely dead. Couldn't move. Couldn't move, just completely, like my entire body had just completely.
What, below your waist or everything?
From sort of just above my mid back.
Oh, what?
Just couldn't move. Once it eased off a little bit, I went home. Her mum used to work in a physiotherapist. So went to see some of her therapy guys. Had a couple of x-rays and yeah, herniated discs.
Well, you may be lucky. I I had 6 herniated discs, right? But and all the squidgy material in between came out backwards. You know what I mean? It was coming backwards. So, but they kind of like, once again, that I was getting a lot of trouble, sciatic nerve, the rest of it. But the herniated discs went back. They kind of went back into place under their own. You got to like, take it really easy, and you know, sort of like be mindful of them all the while. You know, don't go like doing any brick hodding or anything like that. Mine went back in, you know. But as luck would have it, buggered up my hip. I found the hip knackered. What to do now? So.
I have been lucky with it because this happened when I was 23. I'm now 36, 35. Sam, how old am I? 35.
How old am I? Mark has forgot how old he is.
But it's okay. I can go long stretches where I'm absolutely fine. I can walk, I can jump, I can do all this stuff. But every now and again it was just twinge. I'll be in trouble for a few weeks and it hurts to stand up too long.
Does the pain go down just one leg?
Yeah, but it changes leg.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Well, I've been shown plenty of exercises and I do the exercises, but what it seems to do during this period of pain is the exercise won't put it back, it won't make it right, but it will get rid of the problem. If I'm having a problem with my right leg,
Yeah.
it will shift it from the right leg to the left leg. So it's almost like, I'm not sure what's happening with my discs, but it's almost like I do the exercises and it either slips out this way or it slips out this way and presses on a nerve.
Oh, 'cause I was going to say, sciatic nerve, when I had mine trapped, it just affected one leg. It went down, shooting pain down one leg. Never two legs, just one.
And I get it predominantly on my right, but every now and again it just shifts.
There is a little DJ booth in there that's still probably.
Anyway, like I said, I'm very fortunate. I do the exercises. It
Yeah.
goes away after a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and I'll be all right again. But if I stand up for too long, it hurts. If I sit down for too long, it hurts. God forbid I'm in the car for more than 10 minutes, it hurts. That's the
Yeah,
worst
because
one.
it's 90 degree, your body's
Yeah.
at that 90 degree angle, yeah.
But that's the
I
worst
get
one,
the same,
getting out
I
of the
get
car.
exactly the same. And also clutch, because I'm doing a clutch. It's on that hip, isn't it? It's on that hip. So of course I'm pressing the clutch goes. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we've got a name.
We're alive.
Yeah, the whole line.
Yeah, secret of a long life that is, you know. Keep breathing.
Yeah. Can't remember who it was, but there was a celebrity.
Wasn't me, was it?
I think it was a bit old.
Oh, blimey. Must be Moses.
It was a long time. It was a while ago. They asked him what is the secret to a long, healthy life. And he said, breathe.
It's true though, isn't it?
But he said it in the sense, work on your breathing. Like, a lot of people, they get so caught up in life they forget how to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, they're at work and they're rushing around, they're stressing, they're not breathing properly.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
trick is be conscious.
Yeah.
Be conscious of your breathing.
Yeah, exactly right. Oxygenate, it helps so much, oxygenation of the blood. It's also when people sleep, you know, the amount of times people sleep and they shallow breathe. They shallow breathe when they sleep, you know, like, you know.
It is true. But funny, oxygen, the thing that keeps us alive, is the same thing that slowly kills us.
Yes.
Oxygen is what makes our cells break down.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it's ironic, isn't it? But this is what makes me believe in the paranormal. Because everything is connected. Every living creature on this planet has a purpose, has a distinct purpose. Even wasps. Wasps, or as I call them, the arseholes of nature. Because they're just dickheads. But they have a purpose, albeit a single purpose. That one day a year when all the flying ants come up from the nests, the wasps attack them and keep their population in check. Otherwise, we would just be overrun with flying ants. They kill hundreds of thousands of these
How's
things
you?
on that one
Yeah,
particular day.
good. We've had a
No other animal or no other insect attacks the flying ants during this day, during this season when they're all migrating. But the wasps do, and that's what keeps the flying ant population in check. Everything in the world has a purpose, has a reason. And it's just the same with oxygen. Oxygen is the reason we're alive, but it's also the thing that gives us mortality.
Yeah.
Because if our bodies could metabolize oxygen in a different way, we'd never die.
No,
It's literally the only thing.
because our naturally our genetic makeup, our cells always break down but also rebuild. They renew constantly. It's only oxygen which actually, like you say, does kill off. Kill us off slowly. It gives us mortality. So what gives you the interest in from that and everything has its purpose to going down into a cellar trying to find a ghost?
Well, annoyingly fell asleep. Damn it, Kevin.
Other than the fact that when I was much younger,
There you go. Got away.
there were things that I saw.
Got away.
I'm not talking about the sixth sense kind of thing, I see dead people, nothing like that. There were just a couple of incidents in my
there you go.
younger
Everyone's
life
waving, so you're all good. Everybody's waving.
where I
Yeah.
experienced something that I couldn't
There you
explain
go. You've
away.
got the Spookanori shirts on.
So I've always had a subtle
If anybody
interest
wants
in
the Spookanori shirts,
that kind of thing.
What did you see?
This is what they look like.
I was 14, I was still living at home as a 14-year-old dad. I woke up one night and I saw a figure at the bottom of my bed, darker than the darkness, with cheesy and as cliche as it sounds, and very dull red eyes. Very dull, not glowing, just very dull red eyes.
They're 4 for 15 quid.
You know those dreams you have where you try to move and everything's in slow motion?
And you've got Spookanori.
I had that. I threw the covers off, everything in slow motion. It was really hard to move. I got out of bed, I walked out into the hallway, just down the hall, went into my mum's room, and then I remember standing there next to mum's bed, just staring down at her for what to me felt like hours. And then, out of nowhere, just
I'm allergic to caffeine.
went out into the hallway, back to my room, got into bed, went to sleep.
You're allergic to caffeine.
Next day, got up as I do normally, went downstairs, mum was making breakfast. And she asked me, was everything okay last night? I said, yeah, mum. Obviously I thought that was a dream because of the slow motion thing. She said, was everything okay last night? Yeah, mum, everything was fine. Why? Well, I saw you come into my room last night, only for a couple of seconds, but you came in and then you went back to bed. That's what got me thinking, like,
I didn't just drink it,
it
obviously.
wasn't a dream. And the other thing that happened many years later, when Sarah and I first got together, we were sleeping downstairs in her mum's old house. We were living with her mum
I
for
love
a
that
little
though. I
while.
have some like a
Her mum's old house used to have two
I think you
lounges,
make
two
both
living
in.
rooms. We used to sleep in the back living room.
Let's put back into
Going to sleep, you know those little tea lights that have you put a candle in and burn the oil on top, so the
Yeah.
oil burns out. So we had one of those. We used to keep it on the nest of tables. I start going to sleep during the night. Sam starts hitting me on the chest. I wake up, and both of us are staring at this oil burner, which is now completely engulfed in fire. And we don't think much of it. We both just sit there, or lying there staring at it. And then she starts hitting me on the chest again. I get up. I think, yeah, I should probably do something about that. Tried to open the door, the living room door, which was just one of those, you know, those ball locks. You can't actually, it doesn't have anything. You can't actually lock it.
Yeah, you just got to pull it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't open it. Really weird. Went to the garden door, couldn't open that, which was a lot more logical because this was a Victorian house and it had those stupid latches at the top and they never bloody worked.
Yeah.
But either way, tried everything with these latches, could not get the garden door open. her mum, sleeping in the room above us, we grabbed, she used to have a Highlander sword, replica,
Lovely. Yeah.
and a gorgeous thing. She used to keep it on display. So I grabbed this sword in the scabbard and started knocking the ceiling. Nothing. She didn't come down, kept trying to open the door, nothing was working. The fire was spreading up the curtains onto the couch. Nothing was working. Sam somehow managed to get the garden door open whilst I was rushing around trying to do something. She called my name. She said, "Mum, Mum, 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 got door open." I grabbed this thing with my bare hands. It wasn't hot. Grabbed this thing with my bare hands, ran it outside, and put it down on the coal bunker that was just outside the door. Came back in, and just like the experience I had when I was younger, it was like something just in my brain. Closed the door, fire was gone, nothing on the curtains, nothing on the couch.
Which is early.
Got back into bed, went to sleep. Woke up the next morning, Sam woke up with me, we looked at each other, and I said, "Really weird dream last night." I said, "Yeah, I had a really strange dream too." At the same time, we both look outside, and the oil burner is
Outside.
sitting on the coal bunker, black as the ace of spades. It used to be like this pale green colour, black as the ace of spades. No damage to the curtains, no damage to anything in the room, except for the nest of tables that we kept it on, which had a like a glass surface top, which was cracked. But it was cracked in a perfectly carved arrow. Now I could only assume it was now. I'm making an assumption that it was an arrow, but it was a perfectly cracked arrow that went like that. It just had one flick.
Okay.
And those were the two things that I experienced when I was younger. That
The ceiling, when you hit it with the sword, was the ceiling damaged?
no, ceiling was fine. I mean, I didn't bash it really hard.
No,
But
yeah.
the ceiling was fine. The curtains were fine. The couch
See,
was fine.
that's interesting because you both had the same experience.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I dismissed the one that when I was 14. 'Cause I thought it was a bit strange, but it's reasonable that I would have, maybe I was sleepwalking. I've never done it before,
Well,
but it was reasonable to assume.
I've got to ask you about that though. The chap you saw, this figure, dark figure, and don't laugh. Was it wearing a hat?
I won't laugh, and that is relevant.
Well, I know we had.
I honestly can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
Okay. What feeling did you get from that figure? What feeling did you get? Can you remember?
Oppression. Just pure suffocation.
Suffocation.
That's the only way that I would be able to describe it.
Was it a figure? Was it a figure? When you say suffocation and oppression, was it a figure that you thought was kind of malevolent?
Yeah.
Yeah, malevolent. Okay. All right. I'll tell you something now. I was in a low point in my life. I drink a lot. And but anyway, I was in a low point in my life, and I was living in Chiswick in a bedsit, a 3-story townhouse. Low point. I didn't have a lot of luck. Didn't have a lot of friends. Didn't have a lot of anything really in my life. For reasons partly myself, for reasons partly outside, but nevertheless, in the bedsit. It was all dark. I was on the top floor of a townhouse, so really high up, in Chiswick High Street, and there was what it was I woke up and there was a dark ball, darker than the surrounding dark of the room. It was night time. You said everything was in slow motion. With me, much the same. But it was like a night time. I couldn't move, but things were like slowed up. but I could not move my arms or legs. I tried very hard to do that. I looked over to the dark in the corner of the room. There was a sash window, right by a sash window. I looked over, and it's dark in the corner of the room. There was a ball, like a smoke, and it took shape and rose up. And the shape it took was the Pied Piper. Everything was angular. Everything was in a triangle shape. Its arms were in a triangle shape. Its head was in a triangle shape. Its shoulders seemed to be angular. Its legs angular. When it walked in a funny way. You know John Cleese, when they done the old sketch of like the School of Funny Walks, yeah, the Mystery of Funny Walks, where he was walking and his long gangly legs, it'd bring him right up to waist height and then step forward, a bit like an exaggerated goose step, yeah. It walked across the wall like that. It stopped at the end of my bed. I could only see profile because it was a black shadow against the wall, darker than the roof. But when it looked across at me, remember I couldn't move off the bed, so my head. I had a feeling of absolute despair. Beyond evil, it was a feeling of all-encompassing blanket of despair, tragedy, beyond torture. It was just evil, awful. I weed myself. I got that frightened. I actually weed myself, and I was in my 20s, man. I weed myself because I was that scared. Never done that before in my life. This thing emanated so much badness, just all-encompassing badness. And I've been out in woods and forests a lot, in the middle of the night, chasing after phantoms, chasing after sounds, caught loads of different sounds. I've had loads of different encounters, loads. Abandoned places, houses, you know, stuff like that. But never have I come across anything as bad as that. That was bad. Funniest part was, it's a bedsit, yeah, so the whole house was shared with other people. And the other people were kind of like different religious denominations, and you know, it was a type of place where there was locks on the outside of each flat bedsit. So there'd be a latch and a padlock put on the outside of the room, you know, because it'd be so transient. The landlord just come put a new padlock on. There you go. Well, a room to go. Yeah, anyone want a room? There you go. Yeah, I've got a key padlock. I'll do that. It was a really horrible place. But I always make sure that I locked the door, because anything I had in the world was in that room. I didn't have a lot, but it was in that room. Believe me, I didn't have it. But it was in that room.
Was only 20 degrees.
So I always made sure that door was locked.
The room was 23 and 25 degrees.
Woke up in the morning, the door was open. Now the interesting part was, there was another room just adjacent to mine. Now this guy, right, he was a nice enough guy, but my God, his girlfriend. Oh my word, they would constantly come out and she would have the screaming dabs and then leave. And then they would have the big love makeup, and then it would be row. Then the big love makeup, and then it would be the row. Constantly, it was just like a spiral, like a carousel. Their relationship was like really weird, but it's something you don't get involved in. I just like, oh, here we go, they're kicking off again. I went out the door, and she came up to me. She was come out of his flat. She said, "You're right." She said, "You got lucky last night, didn't you?" I was like, "So?" She said, "Yeah, I saw someone come out your room." I was like, "Really? What did it look like? What did it look like?" Said, "I don't know. Just went down the stairs like a shadow. Just like went zoom straight out. Boom, out your room. It's about 2 o'clock, I think it was." I said, "Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, it was about that." "You saw this?" She said, "Yeah. Yeah, I said, I thought it was ever so fun. I thought, because you never have, like, you know, I never get it on, really. I thought, good on you, Phil. I didn't have any go on that room. I wasn't in the right fit state of mind, really, but she saw something come out of that room, and I had saw something. So when you tell me that, you know, you've seen a shadow type being darker than the rest of the room, 100%, man, 100%.
That's to answer your what you asked me before. The connection of everything having a purpose and having a reason for being,
I've got that one. I have got a
combined with the things that I've seen, much like the things that you've seen, putting those two things together, it got me thinking. Everything has a purpose. Every living creature has a purpose. Every molecule, oxygen, has a purpose. It's to give us mortality. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose?
Oh, Eric said you said closet and
Why go through all of this? I'm not a religious person. I'll refer to the entity, if it is an entity, as God, I suppose.
Yeah, I
Or
remember.
it might have just been sheer coincidence, but what was the purpose of creation? What happens afterwards?
Yeah.
When, what's the purpose of me as a human being who has abandoned all of his animal instincts and has evolved into what modern society shows? You know, I've got my own thoughts, my own motivations, and all this stuff going on in my head.
From upstairs.
What's the purpose? What happens after? Is it all just waste? Does everything just go black and I'm gone?
Oh.
What was the purpose of my life? What's the meaning of all of it? And then I started thinking, well, you know, people have seen things and people have heard things and people investigate noises and voices and apparitions that appear.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to connect the two.
And they go off. Yeah.
I'm trying to do experiments. Me and Sam do things outside of this. This is something that we do as part of the group. It's, you know, it's good fun. We get to call out and say, is anyone here with us? But when it's just me and Sam, I've got a bit more time. It's not really something that you do for views. But you know, I'll set up all of these different experiments. Like I'll have two phones, one in one room, one in the other, and talking to each other. And I'll talk into one phone and see if something answers me back. Something like that. I'll do all of these different experiments. I'll put out as many machines and contraptions as I can and try to ask certain questions or try to yield some results. Then see if I can do the same thing and get the same results or different results. I'm just trying to connect the two, the paranormal, ghost spirits, the soul, that sort of thing, and connect it to solid life. What's my life going to mean after it ends? That's what I'm searching. What happens after this?
Nothing.
Yeah.
What did you want it to happen?
Medical conditions, I can't stand still very
I'm not
much.
sure.
So every time I moved,
I don't know.
it was creeping. I was like, this is doing my nutting, to be honest. So I sat on the floor, and it was still,
It's only narcissistic
just
thought
breathing.
by us
The floor
that
wasn't
believes that
moving.
we're important enough that we should go on.
Guys, that the floorboards is
They're
probably,
very old.
Are we?
yeah, they're very,
Really?
very old. So
I mean, you know, you think about it. What is actually what goes on in a normal person's head?
yeah, just,
So basically, what goes on? So, you know, we get
Felt that vibration.
electrical impulses,
There's definitely something.
firing off in the synapses, mostly going over to the hippocampus, which then goes through all of those signals, and then we interpret kind of like me touching the table as being solid matter when actually it's not solid matter, it's mostly space. But I kind of like construe it as being solid matter because it's repelling the atoms in my fingers, and but it all goes on. I believe, I know actually, that it does boil down to good and evil, demonic
It's growling.
and
And so
non-demonic.
they were just asking everybody, it's
God,
like, you know, was there
if you
growling
like.
from upstairs? But
We live in
they didn't hear any growling, guys,
a
but if you
frame
guys heard
of
growling,
existence.
I will look.
Okay,
I'll
so
look it up.
that camera,
That's
if it
what I
was,
was thinking.
imagine that camera being a 35mm camera. Yeah.
To be honest, we were all quite fixated on the light.
There's another one of you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
another
so
one of
these
me,
guys,
and
you
we're
know,
talking,
when we were
having the same
upstairs,
conversation right
filming
at this
the
moment,
light
yeah,
fitting, these
on
guys actually
36
got the light
frames
fitting moving.
per minute.
So that's why we were trying
Yeah.
that upstairs.
No,
just to
37 frames.
make
Each one's
it
got its own, so
But
we're
for
moving
us,
in
it
a
was
frame
realistic,
of
so
time.
we pulled out,
So we don't know what's beyond that frame of time. We don't know what's behind that
Yeah.
frame of time. We do see it.
Decide to sort of twist
We do
around
see that 36 frames
ending up
per
like
second
that.
going past. Every now and then a good snap's got.
Oh,
Oh,
right. So it was
is that
actually
shadow?
swinging,
Yeah.
Is that a ghost?
It was
Hello?
swinging up
Anyone
the
there?
arc, but it
What do we
was-
look like to you?
We
They're
went
gone.
like,
Everything you think about it, everything that people see
because it had like
is
three
quite transient from the point of view of
so I moved it up,
UFOs.
and you could
Let's take
actually
that.
get full sleep.
So when people see UFOs, they often say, "Oh, we see a UFO," and it kind of like goes, stops, glitches, goes, stops, like it's glitching out and coming back, like glitching out, like coming back, like it's going through a frame, speeding up, slowing up, speeding up, slowing up. It's going through a frame. Maybe it's going through a frame. Maybe. Same thing with cryptids. A lot of Bigfoot hunters, Dogman hunters. You know, 1 minute it's there, 1 minute it's morphed out. It's kind of like as if the background, like in Predator, and believe you me, it's quite true, the old adage of like, life imitates art. These movies are ahead of their time.
Woman that did wrong to Ben.
Star Trek, for instance, you know, communicator, first mobile phone, yeah? So, you know, life does imitate art very much. So if you want to see what's going to be coming out in the next 20 years, check out the latest sci-fi movies or TV series. I'm sure you'll find the truth in there. But getting back to, yeah, what we see, what we experience, I think we shouldn't be so important about our own comprehension of ourselves, because there's many of ourselves. It's just we're on a different time. But we can't, we're close because of technology and because of what is around us and what is being given to us. The only time we know anything in this world is what is given to us to know. Years ago, we wouldn't have a clue what's going on in the world because we would live in this little community. This little Colchester, this little town, little village would be all we knew. The only outside world we'd know would be a traveller coming through. Hey, guess what, Mark? Oh, I've just come from London, the old smoke. I tell you, you wouldn't believe it over there. Got us all kicking off. Is it really? Didn't know about it. No, I didn't know, did you? No, I didn't know. But now we've got so much going on, and so much of it is kind of like oppressed onto us that we have to think about it. It worries us. It worries a lot of people. And that adds a lot of stress. And that also masks, in a way, the truth of what is actually going on. You know. So I think I honestly do think that we're living in. I wrote a theory, and I posted it on my Facebook profile, and it's called the Everything Engine. Read that and leave us a comment and see what you think. It's quite a bit. It's a long bit of doodah. I'll give you my card. Have a little look at the Everything Engine and see what you think. I'm writing a book at the moment, but if I was writing a book, who isn't writing a book? You know? Have that. QR codes on the back. And have a little read of the Everything Engine and see what you think. It's a theory I came up with, and it took me 10 minutes to write it. Long piece, complicated, but it took me 10 minutes to write it. And it makes perfect sense. So it's been up on Facebook, it's been up on the profile, pinned up there for everyone to see. But it's like the Everything Engine sort of is
because the main
basically
characters we were
everything.
getting was the boy
So the universe is all going through
and the
as a
father
one.
of
The
boy.
black holes are the
And
entrance
then
and
there
the
was three other
exhaust.
siblings as well.
The only thing
but
that
we
came
weren't getting
into our
anything from the
universe
other
which
three.
didn't belong here was
It
Amura
was just the
Mura.
boy and the woman mainly.
When Amura came through, Amura, there was a couple of years ago now, there was a large, very strange asteroid or meteor that came through, and it was tracked, and we tracked it too late. It came past like Earth and went towards the sun. But the strange part of this thing was, usually when an asteroid comes through, it's full of ice.
Coming down at us.
And as it gets close to the sun, the ice melts and it creates a steam
I think so, 'cause I
which
think
pushes and
it's sort of
projects
like-
the asteroid faster.
I think that you, if you said
This thing had none of that.
And we
But
did-
this
we did
thing
ask him.
accelerated out on a trajectory.
Oh, there you go, she's being touched. at
They
the
called it a
moment,
new,
that's
and because it was
These
first found
TikToks
by
do not
a
take that
telescope in
But yes,
New Zealand, I think it was, or Hawaii might have been. But anyway, it's called like
And there's a
traveller,
reason why I said no.
basically.
She's a negative.
And it was the only
something
thing that
negative coming through.
Came out
Especially
of the
if you don't
everything
have
engine
100,000
into it and out again. The rest of it is all
She's a
in the
negative,
everything
you
engine.
could cause
Have a little look at it. It's complicated. Have a little look, have a read, and then leave a comment. I'll know who you are. Leave a comment.
I mean, she was
You're
messing
a
about with you
clever man.
downstairs in the basement.
I'd be
She was
very
messing
interested to
about
see
with
what you think about it.
And if
Just to
you
make
try
sense.
and
Not,
bring her forward
I don't want
again,
no pat on the shoulder.
it could get
What
nasty.
would like is people saying, do you know, Phil, that's nearly what you, I think you could be wrong about this, or you could be right about that, or could be
becoming
wrong.
a victim of something that wants
Come on
to be
over.
nasty.
I love theories.
everybody
I
knows
came
exactly what
up-
I feel
was it a
when
theory?
comes to that
Sort
sort
of.
stuff.
No, we're going next year.
I used to have
This fella knocked at my door when I was
Yeah.
14, 15.
You just ask her how she
Open
felt
the door.
when started on her. It's not a nice experience.
Do you think to talk about our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ? As Jehovah's Witness.
And even you can ask Chloe how she
Me
felt
being
just by
the
getting
sarcastic,
transference of
fairly
energy
aggressive teenager
from
that
the
I was,
local days in the
I wanted
tunnels
to
at the port.
completely rip apart his
when
beliefs.
We thought we were going to have to
So I invited him
when you
in.
get an
I just
That's how
started
bad it
that
was.
castrating
And that was just from
Then it
the
just
energy
gets
transfer
worse.
from the guy
and instead spewing
Then you have to go and get
what I
somebody that
thought.
knows what they're
It
doing
was
to
quite
get rid of
scary.
it as well. Because I
He
tried.
was very open-minded, really enjoyed it.
Many of my guests.
So after our first session, call it, he asked if I would
Session.
Annoyingly, one of
Yeah,
my wedding
cool.
presents.
Well, he stayed for about an hour. And everything he said, I would just rip it apart.
Yeah.
Every passage of the Bible that he read, I would rip it apart. How did that happen? Why would that happen? This is all bollocks.
I walked into this room and he's like, it's behind all
And he enjoyed having that opposing point of view. So for about 18 months, he would come round every Wednesday. Mum would stick the tea on.
Was that the
He would
mirror
read me a
that
passage of the
looking
Bible
in
and I
her
would
face
then tell him what I thought of that passage.
Everybody on live feed on Facebook.
And it got me thinking about, you know, what is God?
It's not nice.
What created everything? What was there before? So I had this
He
theory
was,
for the universe. It's just a theory that's probably so far off the mark.
transferring to you.
But it's a theory because I love theories. I'm looking forward to looking at the everything. The truth is, we travel around the sun in a circle. We travel around a larger sun with other solar systems in a circle. Galaxies, Milky Ways, everything travels in a circle. The universe itself is said to be spherical,
About right.
Yeah, that's about right.
and apparently it has
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
it's finite. It has an edge. Apparently it's expanding.
And yet we're still
And
going.
eventually it will start coming back in, but it's not infinite. It's finite. So I got me thinking, if we're all travelling around a giant in a circle
Let's
Yeah,
go.
in this orb,
One last.
Well, I just said, oh,
What's
yeah,
outside of that
restaurant,
orb?
yeah? And you was like, yeah, and in the back he's just freezing.
and it got me thinking,
We go in
maybe
there.
this entity that we refer to as God, the creator of everything, maybe it is just a really big alien who's just bored out of his mind and he's able to create. So he's created this sphere and he's created everything in it, or it, I shouldn't say he or she, but they have created everything in it, and they're not made of carbon like we are, they're just made of some sort of energy,
But luckily, guys.
and they've put tiny, minuscule pieces of their energy into every living creature in this sphere.
Mark,
That
we
is
are
what-
moving.
And that is what we think of as a soul. And the reason why we do it, because like if you want to look at the Islam, I think the Islamic religions, they believe that when you die, your soul will go on many journeys, but eventually it will rejoin Allah.
I'll take the
So I work with that theory, and there's a few other religious scriptures that I incorporate in this theory as well. But I looked particularly at that one. I thought, okay, so maybe it gave us.
Are you coming?
Yeah, we're coming.
Oh, where we
where are you
going? Where we going?
Into the mark.
Cool. We'll be with you in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Give it an ask, see.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I was thinking, it creates everything in the universe, and maybe it's created loads of these things. That's what's outside of our universe,
I'm
of
getting
the
cramp.
universe.
Pieces up. Don't
Rips
worry.
off tiny pieces of itself, puts it into every living being, and after all the journeys that its piece of energy goes on, it rejoins all of the memories, all the experiences,
Put your cookies away.
the senses, the smells, the sights, the tastes, everything go into its brain, mind. That's how it experiences. It's basically, that is its species. That's how they imagine. When we imagine things, we write it down. But that's how they do it. That they imagine and they bring into creation, and they experience once that journey is done.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, like I said, I'm probably so far off the mark.
No.
I do love theories, and to me, when I had this theory, I thought, do you know what? It seems like a fantasy novel. But it kind of makes sense.
Does.
Theoretically, it could be true. Theoretically. So yeah, love theories. I do. I love theories. I love seeing how other people see everything. It's like, maybe this is how it works.
Yeah. No. That's not very far away from what I was thinking. Not entirely. I once became enlightened. I know. Yeah. No, I remember being having only once in my life, about your age, about 35. I got enlightened. I had an enlightened moment
Apart from when I first
where
had them
um,
on. And this
I shaved
is,
my
I
head,
bought this
right?
today. This is a
and
brand
I
new
bought,
Duracell battery.
but it was just after I saw the shadow being.
It's brand
Just
new,
after.
and yet it only goes
And
off.
I
You switch them on, and I'm holding it.
I had this feeling of information going up. Like everything
The
I
second lot
knew
went
was
down.
going up, and in return I was getting this like golden light, this
3
heat
or 4 investigations.
pouring into my body, but it was from above.
And you don't do nothing until
But it was taking information,
He is working.
I was feeding it information, experiences,
Second I get
knowledge,
goes off.
everything I knew and
The
saw.
last 3 or 4 investigations.
I was giving that away, but getting back this warmth and glow and gold, like a golden thread almost,
So that's
coming
not
down.
electromagnetic
And that
field.
was a very odd experience, lasted for 3 days, and then went. A friend of mine who's like kind of really into,
Okay.
tantric stuff and that, he said, "Oh, you should have kept it going, Phil. That's what, you're enlightened, you're enlightened." I was like, "Oh, not too sure about that, but, I know I definitely had that for 3 days. A feeling of euphoria. Strange, like a feeling of euphoria.
Now, what's very interesting about what you just said is
Mine's
NDEs, near-death experiences. A lot of people, because there are near-death experiences, and then people go into comas and they all share something.
I need you.
Yeah, I'll be there. 15 seconds.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, you're right. 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Okay.
But people that have near-death experiences, not in a coma, but something happens and they're genuinely like they could die.
Yeah.
Or some of them do die for a minute. They always say, well, not always, but a lot of them say that they reach this moment when everything turns off, but their consciousness doesn't. They don't see, they don't hear, they don't taste, they don't smell,
Yeah.
but they're enveloped in this light. And in that moment, they just feel. There's one guy that did an interview about it, and all he could describe, the only way he could describe it,
is he said the word that I have to use is love.
Mm.
Not in a religious, cheesy sense, but you know when you're young and the first time you fall in love,
Yeah.
and just that beautiful, beautiful feeling
Yeah.
where just everything in the world is just perfect.
Yeah.
That, he says, that feeling, just everything just melts away, and you're just enveloped in this light, and everything just feels perfect. Everything is just, you just feel love.
It's funny you saying about coma victims. I'll tell you why. Because I was forget what book it was in now. There's been many accounts where these coma victims have been basically clinically dead. So there's been no brain activity. They're alive, but there's been no brain activity. They're kind of flatlined. Sometimes people are induced into a coma. They're put under, just so because there's such a bad trauma, they've and yet these people who've been clinically, they're kind of, there's nothing going on. There's no firing going on. They're induced into a coma, and yet when they come back out, there's been many cases where they've said to their wife, they've said to their husband, "Thank you. You came and kissed my forehead, and you held my hand. Thank you for doing that. Nurse, I really appreciate you when you came in and you washed me and you made me to put my cross back on."
But there's nothing going on.
Where did they get this from? It's been postulated that these victims who sometimes are induced and put under into a coma, actually what we imagine to be consciousness or our thought is actually a hive. It's part of a bigger consciousness. It's a hive mind. So that hive mind is very conscious, but the hive mind is kind of like a motorway which takes us back to what we're doing here. Is what we're dealing with thought? Are these things actually passages of thought? Are they a hive of thought? But we're just what's the word? Alice, it's got to be you, Alice. Alice? Yeah. Pull up a seat. I know you're here because the EMF is triggering, the lights are going, the torch is going. Now hang on, you're not a person. What you are is actually could be part of the hive mind, part of the thought. It's a thought pattern, but the process, we're helping that to some degree by what we're doing down there is putting a, if you like, a doorknob on the door. The door won't open until we put that doorknob on, and then the doorknob twists and the door opens and turns. But it does need us to actually put that on. We're the key. We give it substance. It's always there. The entity's there. The entity's right down there in that cellar right now. But it's a hive. It's not just Alice going around. It's not just Alice. It's not Alice just waiting around the cellar, bored, or in the bedroom, or just. These things are more than that. These things are a hive. These ghosts, these entities are. They're part of a motorway of something bigger. They're part of a motorway which has got many lanes on it, and it's all going in this direction. And we're just sort of like, every now and then we're kind of like tapping into a soft spot of the motorway, a junction that we're able to step into and open it up and give it a doorknob and Alice. Because we knew of Alice being here before, because someone else told us about Alice being here before, and that other person told us about Alice here being before. Take that equation away of Alice. Forget that. Just take it as being an entity. And it gives a whole different perspective. What is we're dealing with? and it gives a perspective which a lot of times where sometimes it's not that nice. But then our intention for the trigger, our doorknob may be not that nice. That person asking, there is people which are quite famous out there that you know and I know that run shows which are not that nice when it comes to entities. They're very demanding. They're very like kind of don't start on her, start on me. You know, a type of character. That's the wrong doorknob to put on it. So maybe they get the negative come through on that particular thing if they do at all. I think we kind of like mould things and twist things into something that we can understand. So we can understand the person, so we give it a name, or we can give it a persona, almost like the Jewish doll that they you can create out of clay. It's yeah, so the book. That's something like that, isn't it? It's a thought come material. It's a materialized thought. And I think to some degree, like when I'm down there, I ask it, I say to her, that's why you think God feels crazy. But what do we look like to you? What is your perspective to us? Take away the fact that they're a person. They may not be people. When we die, I may not be. I just might be that bit of energy you're talking about.
Mm.
I might just be that bit of energy. That same bit of energy that you'll see in the Everything engine. It's the same type of thing. When you read it, you'll go, that's strange. It's just coming at things from different angles. And I think the way we're comprehending this is stifling the way we comprehend it. Do you know what I mean?
I do completely agree. I don't mind having.
No.
I don't mind having fun with this.
I think it's good because I wouldn't get a chance to do this unless I did this.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily do it in this way. I often, when Sam's doing a live feed or whatever, I always make a point of saying I'm a skeptic. Now, I'm obviously not, because I do believe.
Yeah.
But I'm a skeptic in the sense that I don't believe in the woman in grey. When someone says a woman in grey walks across the window in that bedroom, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why does she? So when did she die? Well, it said that she died in the 1700s, and she spent the last 300 years just pacing up and down.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy that. I'm of the same thought. I think this thing needs. Now I've thought about this, and I have set up, or want to set up, but it's going to take a little bit of money. But another cast iron way to find out if there is something there or not. Absolute cast iron way. Let's have a look, because I think this is breaking up. Look. Hang on.